Hello, West Smithfield families. Today we are going to go through some score reports that you guys will receive in your students' progress reports. We want to be able to make sure that you understand what you're looking at as far as this information goes with your student. So the first one we're going to look at is a MAP score report. The MAP test is a nationally normed standardized achievement test which measures what students know and informs what they're ready to learn next by using a computer adaptive test that adjusts to the ability and knowledge of the student. So when we look at this score report, we are looking at percentile ranges that are nationally normed based on other students that are the same age and grade of your student. You can think about it kind of like when they go to the doctor and their height and weight, you get a percentile because that's a nationally normed thing. So when we're looking at this particular student, and this is not a student at West Smithfield, this is actually a demo report, but when we're looking at this particular student, they are falling at the 38th percentile, which is slightly below the national average achievement. You can see that national average line and then where they are falling. So this particular student is scoring better than 38% of their peers. They are slightly behind the national average. When you look at their growth, they are slightly above the national average. They're falling at the 55th percentile for growth because MAP also measures their growth from one assessment to the other. So this student actually made some progress and some growth in this percentile. If you look at this area down here, you're going to see what the student is likely to score on the end of grade assessment. This particular report is also showing ACT and SAT, but for our reports, you're going to see the North Carolina end of grade assessment and where they would likely score. So this is for math, and then for students in grades 4 and 5, you're also going to see a reading report, and that report is right here. For our students in kindergarten through 3rd grade, you are not going to see a reading report right now, but you will receive an mClass report, and we're going to go over that information and what that looks like in just a second. So our kindergarten through 3rd grade students, they take mClass, and mClass is a universal screener that measures the development of reading skills of all students in grades K through 5 through DIBELS. They're using the DIBELS assessment to help see where students are with their reading ability. So you'll receive a home connect that looks like this. You will see a composite score right here. This composite score is yellow, which means that this student scored below benchmark. If the composite is blue, they scored above, green at benchmark, yellow, like we said, was below, and red is well below. You can see that our yellow and our red students will need some support to get them where they need to be, which is in that at benchmark level. For this particular demo student, they scored at benchmark for their letter names, but they scored below benchmark for their phonemic awareness. Each one of these little areas will give you a little bit of information about what the test is like. And then if you keep scrolling or you flip over to the next page, you'll see some activities that you can do at home with your student that will help them get better in the area that they need more support. And so that information can be found here. The next page will show how well they did on their vocabulary assessment. And the vocabulary assessment is online, but it helps us determine the depth of their vocabulary and the words that they know, that they currently know and understand. So these are the two score reports that you're going to receive for your beginning of the year benchmark assessments that your students have taken. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to your classroom teacher and they can give you more information.